everyone, it's Kayleigh and Immanuel.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you. And we want you to know that you are loved and there is a purpose for your life.
And today we have 7 life hacks that we want to share with you because they have helped us become more productive, become more efficient, and maybe also a bit more healthy. And maybe they can be positive for you too. Stick around until the end of the video because we're going to share our 7 life hacks, and then afterwards we're going to share a bonus, something that you might have never heard about but that has really changed our lives.
The first one is relating to where our phones go in the night. And yeah, for a long time I would sleep with my phone either under my pillow or next to my head, which hasn't been great.
Really bad.
Yeah, it's not good. Because then I use it until I fall asleep, and then I use it first thing when I wake up, and that steals a good 20 minutes from the morning every day.
Not just that, also, and that is something I experienced as well, especially in my youth days when I was watching NBA at night. I had my phone as well next to me, and I knew, okay, it's 3 a.m. My internal clock already knew. Be like, I'd pick my phone and I'd start watching NBA games back in the days that Dirk Nowitzki was still playing. So I loved to watch, but it was really bad for me. And so yeah, because if your phone is next to you, then your brain is still connected to it. It still wants to get some more stimulus. And so what we decided to do is to put our phone either on the opposite side of the room. For example, if you have an alarm, and if you really battle with you press snoozing all the time, what you should be doing, or what you could be doing, is that you could just put your phone opposite side of your room, so you have to actually get up to walk to your phone to turn it off,
and then you're already up.
You're already up.
Yeah.
Or the alternative is to just leave your phone outside of your room.
Yeah, and we've mainly been doing that now. We started off with having it at the opposite side of the room, and now we actually put it in the living room, and then we use an alarm clock for waking up.
A
real alarm clock.
Alarm clock.
Yeah.
Actually, with the light that starts going off.
Yeah.
Really nice. So our number 2 life hack is to wake up at the same time every single day. Why is that good? Because people are people of routine. We love habits, we love routines. That's when we're most comfortable. That's when we can really function our best. And so we wake up around 6:10 every morning, and also on the weekends we wake up at like 7 a.m. or so.
Yeah.
And
so not exactly the same time on a weekend.
But we also don't sleep in. Because we know whenever we do, we feel sluggish. So our bodies are not like, oh, now it's Saturday, I can just allow myself to just sleep in. I don't think it works like that. So we wake up at the same time every day, and also we try to sleep at a consistent time, so between 10 and 10:30, and if we're really bad, at 11.
Yeah, but I guess within like an hour window, wake up and sleep.
Another thing that we don't do is we really try not to nap during the day, because it also messes up our sleep rhythm.
Yeah, and we don't really need to now that we've been more consistent actually. Number 3 is bulk cooking. So I think that's something, did you used to bulk cook before we met? I introduced him to this one.
Thanks.
So we do love to bulk cook, and something we do use a lot is dried packs of beans, things like lentils and kidney beans. So because they're really cheap, you get loads rather than having to take big cans. So yeah, we'll soak them, we'll do some kind of curry or soup with lots of vegetables, and then we'll freeze packs of it in the freezer. So yeah, that's been so good for us, especially since working from home, because cooking was really taking up our whole lunchtime. And yeah, it's not great, especially if maybe you want to start working out in lunchtime or doing something else, going for a walk. It kind of keeps you in the house, in the flat.
This is a rule that we introduced, and especially don't eat heavy.
Yeah.
So we even aim for 7 p.m. because the body needs a few hours to digest, and if you eat at like 9, or that's something that we definitely notice when we eat really late, then our body is still digesting while we are supposed to be sleeping, and so there's a conflict there, and it really messes with our sleep.
Yeah, I remember telling a friend of mine, because when I was living at home, we would eat so late, and I was saying to a friend, it was actually Lara, I was like, I always find it hard to fall asleep, and then she was saying, well, you eat so late, like no wonder you find it so hard to fall asleep. And I thought, like, I never thought about the time that I ate affecting anything, but yeah, from our experience, eating earlier has helped a lot with actually resting at night.
And not just eating at a good time, also we started eating much less meat, and this is also something that helped us with how we feel.
Yeah, and again, something we did not expect to do, because we both can enjoy meat, but I think, for some reason over time...
I love a good roulade for Christmas, yeah.
They won't know what that is, they're English.
The English, yeah.
Please, tell them.
So roulade is my favorite dish, and it's beef. So it's long beef that you roll up in, like, you have a gherkin and also some bacon in the middle.
Yeah.
So you roll it up, you cook it for like 2, 3, 4 hours or so. You cook it in like a red wine sauce, and it just tastes incredibly amazing.
They're really nice.
And I'm okay to just have it once a year. Similarly, now we're trying to eat good quality food and also good quality meat as well, and not every day. So that helped.
Yep. So number 5 is our morning routine includes exercise and also prayer, reading time, and we do this every morning, and we also encourage each other with it, so we've managed to really be quite consistent. Exercise helps a ton because it wakes us up, especially for me. I'm like, sometimes if I don't sleep well, especially, I'm like a zombie in the morning. My brain is not working. So once I've exercised...
I know. You can't imagine. I mean, look at her. In the morning, she's like... So what she needs is a good workout and she's fine.
Yeah, it does help. It wakes me up. And then because I'm woken up, that means I can actually pay attention when I read my Bible or listen to the Bible. And it means I won't fall asleep when I pray. So very, very practical, this one. I mean, of course, also helps you maintain physique and helps me have more energy. But yeah, it's very, very practical wake up method.
6th one is sweet and short. We started doing some to-do lists for the day. We either in the evening before, we think about, okay, what are priorities for the next day? What is it that we want to achieve? We write those things down, and then we have something to do. And I think it helped us be a bit more effective and productive.
And our last one is
a very special one.
It's very special, yes.
And it's a bit weird. You might think it is a bit weird.
Yeah, we first saw this from our friend. Well, our friend Emily. It's mouse taping, and it's exactly what it sounds like. So at night, we'll take a piece of tape, and it's what kind of tape? Like surgical tape. So the stuff you'd use for putting on bandages, that's the one that we use.
Oh, sorry.
So this is how it looks, and what this does is it keeps your mouth shut, obviously, but that means you're forced to breathe through your nose, and so we can't talk to each other. So we can't talk to each other in the night. So we have our last conversation, can kind of talk, and it helps breathe through your nose. So the reasons that this is good is that it increases the amount of, is it nitrogen oxides? Annoying. Okay, you're done.
So since using mouth tape, I would say I'm snoring much less, even though I don't notice, but I have someone else who might get impacted by it, so that helps. Also, I don't wake up so sluggish anymore, and I feel like I'm sleeping much deeper, so I have a much better rest. So that has been really helpful to me.
Yeah, and for me, I dream a lot more. So, well, I'm assuming or hoping that I'm having more REM sleep, and I also wake up a lot more refreshed. So yeah, you guys can Google the benefits, pros and cons of mouth taping, but we love it, and we've been doing it since Christmas because I bought you some for Christmas. So yeah, that was our 7th life hack.
I have a bonus.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second.
Okay, bonus.
And our bonus is actually the reason why we started talking in the first place. That was
That's
her hook.
true.
That's how she slid
It's my
into
pickup line. That's
how-
another video. Yes.
So maybe Matati is how you can find your husband.
Maybe, yeah.
So it's Matati, as I already said.
Also known as yerba mate.
Yerba mate tea. It's from South America, and mate tea is basically our replacement for coffee, because coffee is okay, but I think coffee is not the best. And we found that mate tea has really helped us not basically have, because when you drink coffee, you get a peak, but then after like an hour or two, you get into this real low. And mate tea is something that helped us have to eat less in the morning, so it can actually also help you if you want to eat a bit less, maybe lose some weight. It helped us be really energized. It helped us increase our productivity, but also helped us with sports in general. It helped us be more energized
And consistent pooping.
pooping.
Nothing like a good, healthy colon.
Thanks, yeah, great
You're
reason.
welcome. No, yeah, there are so many health benefits for yerba tea, and again, quick Google, but I think you covered a lot of the ones that we love about it. Yeah, a lot of sports people also use it, like footballers. And we can also thank a friend again. So thank you, Paolo, for introducing me to it, and then I could introduce Emmanuel to it. And Emmanuel actually used to drink coffee every morning. So this replaced his coffee, which is pretty big. For those who drink coffee every day, that's pretty big.
We were recently in Germany, and
Yeah.
in Germany I started drinking coffee again, and what happened to me was during the night at 3 a.m. or so, I'd wake up and I had no idea why, because we were still having a good consistent sleep, but I kept waking up. And then Katie told me maybe it's because you drink coffee again.
Yeah.
So
I
stop
also
drinking
had
coffee.
it.
Yeah.
I also had it and I was waking up, so yeah.
So I stopped drinking coffee. I was okay. I felt a bit tired during the day, but I could at least sleep and sleep through. And now I'm back in London and we have our mate tea again.
Back on the tea.
Amazing.
Yeah, great one, great bonus.
So let us know which one are you most surprised about, and which one do you think is the most interesting one? And
Which one will you try?
Yeah, let us know which one you'll try.
Yeah. So yeah, those are our life hacks, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Thank you for
Bye.
watching.